With Heather now 6 feet under, things are bound to get pretty lonely for Daniel in the days ahead. But guess what? His next love interest might be right in front of him, though he's too caught up in his grief to notice just yet. And trust us, this twist is so wild, it's going to leave you absolutely shook. So watch till the end to know all about it.
Hey everyone, welcome to TrendStreet.
Daniel's life on The Young and the Restless has been an absolute train wreck lately, hasn't it? Honestly, this guy can't catch a break. Just last week, he hit rock bottom with a trifecta of nightmare scenarios. First, his mom landed in a coma. Then, in a jaw-dropping twist, Sharon confessed that not only is she Heather's killer, but to make it even worse, she also framed Daniel for the murder of the woman he loved. Talk about a hellish week. But don't worry, there's a glimmer of hope of happiness for the griever because things might just be looking up. So as most of you saw, his daughter Lucy's back home, his mom miraculously woke up, and wait for it, his next potential love interest has already entered the picture. That's right, Daniel may not realize it yet, but Cupid's got some new plans for him. For everyone out there who's been holding a grudge against Daniel for cheating on Lily, and let's admit it, he did handle that whole fiasco terribly, his karmic payback has arrived. It's like the universe handed him a giant bill and said, time to pay up. From losing his job to losing Heather and nearly losing his mom permanently, it's been one gut punch after another. The cherry on this misery cake? Being arrested for a crime he didn't commit. If karma had a leaderboard, Daniel would definitely be in the top spot by now. And let's not forget the emotional baggage he's now lugging around. Sharon's attack wasn't even meant for Heather. She was aiming for him. Imagine carrying the guilt of knowing that your existence led to the death of someone you loved. And as if that's not enough, he's got to deal with Sharon's family, trying to paint a softer picture of her actions to get her a lighter sentence. You know, the whole insanity plea. Frustration, guilt, and heartbreak? Daniel's hitting the soap opera trifecta. I mean, that could drive a man to madness. But in the middle of all this chaos, there was one surprising moment that caught everyone's attention. As Daniel sat by his mom's hospital bed, drowning in his grief, a beautiful and intelligent woman swooped in with some much-needed words of encouragement. Yep, we're talking about Elena. The way she offered him her support? I mean, come on, that didn't just stabilize him, it sparked the possibility of something new. Now, we've been thrilled to have Brittany Sarpy back as Elena in Genoa City after her hiatus, and what better way to keep her around than by pairing her with Daniel? Plus, love is always found when you're not looking, right? So this feels like the perfect setup. Elena could easily become the rock Daniel needs to get through his darkest days. First, as friends, because let's face it, Daniel's got a lot of healing to do. But who says comfort can't eventually grow into something more? Of course, there's always the question of Lily. Some fans might still be holding out hope for a reunion between her and Daniel. But let's be real. Does Lily even care about him anymore after the big betrayal? She's so disconnected from Daniel's current drama that it's like she's living in a completely different universe. She's doing her boss lady things, you know? Does she even know that Heather's dead? Probably not, and she probably doesn't care either. So yeah, it's safe to say Lily's out of the running. But hold on, what if the writers have something even juicier up their sleeves? We all love a good enemies to lovers storyline. Don't even try to deny it, it's a guilty pleasure for a reason. And Daniel might just be heading down that road. And the potential partner? Brace yourselves. It's Sharon. So imagine this, two people tangled up in the aftermath of one another's heartbreaks, somehow finding a way to connect. Messy? Absolutely. Soap gold? Without a doubt. One fan on Twitter under the name Mark Harding even floated the idea, saying, "I don't give a F about the age difference. Daniel and Sharon must become enemies to lovers. Phyllis will stroke out. The psychosexual pairing of two people involved in the death, injury of one another's loved ones is perfectly soap messy." I mean, if you think about it, that definitely sounds interesting. But we're not saying it's going to happen because it's a bit too wild or controversial for the current writing team, but you have to admit, the drama would be off the charts. Phyllis freaking out, the fan base divided, and the chaos of it all? That's the kind of storyline that keeps viewers glued to their screens. Realistically, though, Elena seems like the safer and saner bet. Her compassion and intelligence make her the perfect match for Daniel as he pieces his life back together. Plus, their chemistry during that hospital scene didn't go unnoticed. We're crossing our fingers that Elena sticks around long enough to help him heal, and maybe even open his heart to love again. So, who do you think should be Daniel's next leading lady? Are you rooting for Elena's steady shoulder, Sharon's chaotic spark, or do you think Lily could swoop back in out of nowhere? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.
Thank you for checking this video out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for new videos every day. Turn that bell notification on if you want to hear from us, and comment down below if you've subscribed, and we'll make sure to reply and thank as many of you as we possibly can.